Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to share my October setup with you, and I just cannot believe that we're in the last quarter of the year. It's exciting, right, as we get closer to 2025. I know for me though, I'm still not quite there as far as what is going to happen with my planner setup for 2025. Part of me just wants to keep doing what I'm doing right now. So I decided to just enjoy what I'm currently using and just savor what I have and how well it's been working. However, I do have, after I share my October setup, a little order here from Rosie Papeterie, which do include some of my 2025 inserts in here. I did show another order that I received, a small one from Infinite Lotus with some items for 2025. I'm right now just gathering a lot of different items, and then as I get closer to 2025, I'll decide what to use and what not to use. However, the great thing about a ring agenda is that even if I'm not using a particular insert that I purchased, maybe the beginning of January, we'll say, I can definitely switch out in maybe March or April or whenever I feel like it. So I think that's what's really keeping me in rings. Like this idea that, hey, I can just refresh my planner, switch it all up. And it's so exciting. I'm completely obsessed at this moment with my what I have going on in rings. And so I haven't really paid mind to all the other things out there, but who knows, right? Okay, so let's get into what is going on. All right, so one of the things I always do every month is I switch out my stickers. These were the ones that I kind of alternate them. I have 6 different colors. I'm only showing 2 of the 6, and I set them up. So this one I used it in March, and then I repeated again in September, and this was the April sticker. And now for October I am switching into these. Okay, so these are just a small transparent dots from Rosie Papeterie, and I do label them just up there, nothing fancy. I just need to know what month I need to use them, and I did go ahead and kind of set this up in the beginning of the year. I do want to keep this up. I love using these little small transparent dots just to kind of draw my attention to something like an appointment. Another thing I'm going to do is switch out my cards. So this card is from Noted Co. and this is from Made Paper Co. and I love this. So I'll do that right now once we get into there. And then here are the inserts that I use, the weekly inserts that I used for the month of September. So I was consistent in staying in these the entire month. In my last video, I did show that I decided to take everything out of my agenda, meaning January and now September, and store them. So that way I can have a really slim A5 ring agenda, which is the one that's down here. This is the GM from Louis Vuitton. Another thing that I've been using has been this monthly tracker. It's supposed to be used to track something, but instead I used whiteout, and I just put the month here. This was for September, and when I would go in my planner, I would just cross off the days, and I found a lot of joy doing that. This is from Twines and Paper, and I plan on doing that as well. So I did pull a new one up, and so I'll show you that. Another thing I'm going to show you is some of the dashboards that I've included now in my A5 ring agenda. So I'm going to start with that agenda. And as I open it, I'll kind of point out some of the changes I've made. Oh, also, before I forget, guys, okay, oh my goodness, I meant to share this with you in the last video. If you are not on Instagram, do know that Papeterie Planning is going to open the shop again. Yes, Papeterie Planning will be opening again, and I can't believe it. You know, I've been in every video, I think for a while, I kept talking about Papeterie Planning and how it was sad I couldn't find a sticker shop. Well, I'm no longer worried about that. Of course, I'm going to keep going with Papeterie Planning. I no longer have to kind of, think 2 or 3 times about using a particular sticker, thinking I was going to run out, right? And I was never going to get any stickers. But now I know I can use them freely. I believe it's going to open this Friday, October 4th, if I'm not mistaken. I am filming this on the 1st of October. All right, let me get into here. So one of the things I did do is switch out my deco. I wanted something super simple, and so I did put this little magnetic pin here, and this is from Color. Oh my goodness, I'm already forgetting. Color Cafe. If not, I'll put it downstairs. Put it below, okay, where it's from. I'm not even sure if it's in the shop anymore. I've had it for quite a while. It's this cute little daisy. It's just gives just a little something for me to open my planner and really enjoy. And just, I don't know, I really like that little detail. It's got a little gold detail there, and it goes with the rings. All right, over here, I did put a Noted Co card right here, and this is from Shannon Reynolds. If you saw my last video, I should say, and I'll put it below as well. I did do a little unboxing of some inserts, which you will see in here. Actually, they're dashboards. And in there, I received this freebie, and I knew I had to put this in my planner, and I think this is just a perfect little place to put it. So I wanted to keep this very simple, and I'll go to the back pockets or the back side of this agenda. So right now, I'm going to just switch out the September card for the October one. Again, this is from Noted Co. And this is another card from Noted Co. I have not placed an order with Noted Co. this year, or so far at this moment. I will definitely, I'm thinking about doing so because I really love her cards. And I know there were a couple of dashboards that I liked, but at this moment they were only available through a bundle. And I just want the dashboards, right? And I'm hoping that I can order those dashboards individually without having to purchase a bundle. And then of course I'm hoping I get her freebie. So that is a freebie. Okay, so let's see here. I did put my clear card holder back in here, and I'll explain why. I put these back in there because I'm using these stickers. Again, I gave these stickers a break for a little bit, and I know I got to switch this over because of the reflection on here. Just kind of cover that up just for a little bit. And anyway, I went back to them because I am going to show you the monthly inserts, and when I use a particular monthly insert that I'm about to show you, I love using those stickers, and so I want them readily available. These stickers right over here, they are all from Infinite Lotus, and I get excited when I get to use those stickers. All right, so I did keep this very simple. For a moment, I did switch this out, but then honestly, I felt like this was working, and so I went back to this front deco with these dashboards. These are all from Infinite Lotus right here. Let me just pull this out. And right here, I have now, of course, the side dividers, the tabs. And the first item I have would be my dashboard, just marking off every month. And I did do this. I did actually a reel. I shared a reel where I was able to put my drop sticker there just to cross off the month of September. I have this as my inbox where I can write a couple items coming up or things that I have to do. This is when I was doing my content planning on here, and so I put those there when what I was going to share over on Instagram. I have another yearly at a glance here, and this is something different. So these are, well, you can use these inserts from Infinite Lotus in many different ways. I've used this for like putting friends and family's birthdays, but this year I decided to use them exclusively for wins. I wanted to keep track of all the wins that I've had this year. So I did it by month. And I used some stickers from Papeterie Planning right there to kind of check off, like a little check mark sticker. And I put that there. And yeah, I'm excited to, actually, you know what? I need to fill in my September wins because I'm missing some. So I need to go back and do that. And then as the month progresses, then I add my wins there. Okay, and so this is, I've used a goals insert before, but I kind of wanted something really simple. So I went with this. This is all part of a bundle that Infinite Lotus sells. There are some quarterly inserts as well, but I decided to take out my quarterly inserts, and I did share that in my last video. So I just have my what is here, my 2024 vision. I selected just the 5 goals that I've been kind of focusing on for this year, and then I placed from the 5 I picked 4, and then I said, okay, what things do I want to get done under each of those goals, right? And so I just kind of check them off as the year progresses, and things happen as I get them done. All right, next section is here. Again, trying to keep this very, very simple. And I'm doing that mostly because I don't want a lot of overlap between this planner and that planner right over here, my MM. Okay, so this is personalized. This is from Infinite Lotus with my initials. And these are the monthlies I'm using now. Again, this is what I love in a way, buying a variety of different inserts. I do know that I purchased, from one shop and then another shop. And that's just kind of my MO, because then I know I can switch things around. I think during the summer, things were kind of hectic for some reason. I was home more often, and I just really needed that big view, right, of a month on 2 pages. But I am back. Things are kind of going really fast for me. I just need the easiest thing ever, and so I felt that these would do the job for me. These are from Infinite Lotus. These are a month on 1 page, and as you can see, this is where I'm using those stickers, and so of course I had to bring my stickers back here so they're available for me, and I do like it aesthetically how this looks. Okay, so I have all those months there. completed. And September, and here we are, October. A couple of notes I'm keeping as pre-planning. And the next section here would be the monthly. Like normally though, I used to have January. I'm sorry, the weekly inserts are here. Normally I would have from January all the way to the entire year. But I decided I want to keep this really just straight to the point. Let me just focus. I realized that I wasn't really referring to the previous months, meaning the weekly views. So I figured, let me just put the one that I need for the month. So I did add this monthly cover from Infinite Lotus that I purchased a while back. And these are the inserts that I'm using for the month of October. So this is, let me go to one that doesn't have anything. This is the month, I'm sorry, the week on 2 pages. I don't know why I'm getting my months and my weeks mixed up, but this is the week on 2 pages. And it just has Monday through Friday here, your weekends right here, 3 priorities you can right there, as well as notes and to-dos here. And I know this is not going to be, there may not be a lot of space for deco and all this, what I usually do with my stickers, but I figured I just kind of need something simple again. And so this is so far what I've been doing. And here is my monthly tracker, which I need, I'm going to continue crossing off the days as they progress. So we'll give these a go and see how it goes. My plan is to write appointments here and day-specific tasks right here. And this is kind of like anything that I need to get done, but it's not of of much importance compared to the tasks that I'm going to write over here. And that's how I've been using them. I did add, though, November, and this is the dashboard for November from Infinite Lotus. And I also included December. And that's it. That's all I have. And of course, I did feel like I needed to go back to these because they're dated. I kind of got tired of having inserts that were undated. So, I had this moment where I really wanted a grid for a while. And I feel like this kind of brings that kind of full circle. This is dated. It's a grid. So why not? I have used these before in personal size and I did love them. However, I was trying to use them for work and I found out that there was a lot of empty space after a while, but I think for my home personal planning, this would work just fine in the A5 size. So I'm excited to use these hopefully for the end of the year. All right, the next section is just my trackers, and I did put this dashboard as well. This is one of the recent dashboards that Infinite Lotus launched, and I love it. I shared this in my last video, and so here it is. I put it right here, and I felt this was really an appropriate place to put it because this is focusing on recharging. And yeah, I thought that this would be great. And all of my trackers are completed for September, and I need to get going with October. I did set up those trackers. I just kind of, I write the month here because these are undated. And my habit tracker is set up here. I wrote all the items here already for the month of October. Mood tracker is also set up. I just need to use it since today is the 1st of October. And then my weekly routines as well. I wrote those there. And as the weeks go by, then I will fill those in. I have not been doing any reading because I've been busy reading all of my students' work. And here I just have all the trackers from previous months. Then I have here another section. And this dashboard is from Infinite Lotus as well. This is an older dashboard, but I always go back to it and I love it. And right here, I decided to use these undated horizontal monthlies for my content planning, meaning what am I sharing over at YouTube? I have kind of tried different ones, but I'm going to give these a try. And I think that, like I said, this is what I love about a ring agenda. Like these are undated. All I had to do was circle the month. And then I know this is for YouTube. So this was back in June, July, August, just the title of each video. And then here we are with September and of course October. So yeah, so I have a couple of those. And finally, I actually don't have a dashboard here for like a deco one, but I know I've been going back and forth, but I have my eye on something that I'm waiting to get, and then I'll add that one here. But in the meantime, I just have a couple of notes pages here. So in the back here is where I would put my stickers, and I'll pull these out. These stickers are the ones I'm using all the time. I do have this little card where you can a stencil where you can either put a square or a circle to check things off. I am using this, and I was very much influenced by Maddie from Maddie Plans to do that, and this is actually her product from her shop Casavici. I have these little trash cans from Papeterie Planning, of course. And then I have a couple of these too, these drops. These are from Cloth and Paper. These are the ones that I'm using for the monthly dashboard for the yearly view. And these I also am using in my weekly view. And these are in the color Cortado. I don't really switch these around. I just kind of keep these because I really like this color. And so I just keep these. Here are the check marks from Papery Planning that I showed earlier for that, for the inserts that I'm using to track my wins. And so I would put this one away, my September one, and then put this one, the October one, in here with my stencil. So I'll put that in here. And this little zip pocket is from May Paper. Love it. As well as this page lifter from May Paper Co. I just have a couple things here that I will add to my monthly. So I kind of am using it as a dashboard, right? And that's the back. And I decided to just kind of clean this up a little bit and just keep it as simple as possible. So that is my setup for October in my GM, my A5 ring agenda. And the next one, all right, the next one is this one. This is the MM, which is the personal size rings. And I'm going to put my card over here to the side. And I will switch this one out as well. So I have my card back here. This is, like I said, from May Paper Co. So I'm just going to take out September and put October here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess I'll start with the back here because I'm already here. This is from Sweet Caress. I love this, and I'll show you how I'm using these in just a minute. I might have shared that before in a previous video, but I'm loving these bubbly hearts. Okay, then in the front. So let me just, okay. Honestly, these are twins. I mean, not the what's going on, like meaning the inserts, but I mean deco-wise. I love this type of stuff. Okay, so I did go ahead, and it may be kind of boring, but I can't get enough of this. That's the honest truth. I have now in the MM the same card that I have in the GM, and I don't have a single problem with this. It's super simple. And then I also I placed the other card from Shannon Reynolds that I received in my Orderly order. And this one says Anxious and Organized Club. So I placed that there. And I decided to go with a bigger magnetic pin here. And this is from Faded Chronicle. Yes, I almost forgot. And with the gold on there. And I love it because it pairs so well, right? All right. And let me keep going. Oh, and of course, yes, I did have to have a twinning moment here as well. I can't get enough of those dashboards, and that's how much I love them. I got them in both sizes, and I have the same kind of, when I open my planner, it brings me joy to see these dashboards layered just as like this here. So these are all from Infinite Lotus, and they're layered in the exact same way. And so here I have an inbox for sticky notes. I haven't placed any sticky notes yet. I actually removed the ones I was using for just, you know, random notes and whatnot, but this would be my inbox. And this is planner. I've been using this for work and on the go. So any of that goes in here. Here is the first dashboard that I put here from Orderly. This is from Shannon Reynolds from her Etsy shop. Unfortunately, these are not available. I think when I checked out, I saw there was only one more physical set left. You can order a digital download, but as I've shared in my videos before, I don't know what it is. Call me lazy, whatever it is. I don't do this whole, you know, download the PDF, print, cut, punch. No, I don't. I've done it before. I used to. And maybe that's what it was. I did it for quite a while that I just want my stuff done. So I put this right behind here to kind of give that layering moment. There's not a lot going on in this planner. Let me start off by saying that, okay? And I'm doing that on purpose because I want to keep this simple. I don't want to feel overwhelmed, and I'm trying to eliminate overlap between these two. All right, this is where I placed the bubbly hearts that I showed you, and I opened up this planner in the back from Sweet Caress. And so yeah, I'm just using that to cross off the days. The months. And then here is another dashboard from Orderly, from the name of the shop. So this is the difference. So while I have boxes, you'll say for the monthly over here, this though I am using it to put items that are happening, but it's super simple. I don't have to worry about an icon or anything like that. I just write across here what's going on. What I do add is the sticker for paydays, and I do highlight the days that my husband is off, and that is it. Super simple. So if I am out and about and I need to know something, I can quickly glance at this and know what's going on. If I know I'm going to have something scheduled tentatively, of course, I just put a sticky note and put it right here. So I have those, and these are undated. I did use stickers. I do believe these stickers though they're not from Papeterie Planning. They're from another shop. I'm trying to think about it. I've had these for a long time, and I finally decided to they're from Paper Panda. That's where they're from. I finally decided to use them. All right, so then I don't have any side dividers, any, tabs here. I just only have the top here when I go to my monthly and then for this week. But first, let me keep going with this flip here. Again, another one from Infinite Lotus with my initials here. And this is my to-do list, and specifically a to-do list for work. Again, this is from Shannon Reynolds from Orderli. And these are just my work running to-do list. So I did leave these for like a week or two, and I tried to use some other inserts, but I said, no, I love these. These are just so simple. There's just a weekly running to-do list for work, and it's working for me. So I'm just going to keep going with that. And I'm almost done, believe it or not. I really, like I said, I don't have much going on here. This is the simplest thing ever. I'm just making sure I'm not skipping anything, because that's the only issue. I don't have side tabs, so I got to be careful that I don't skip around anything. Okay, so here's the same dashboard that I showed you before from Infinite Lotus, layered with this wish list. So I have this as my wish list. It's not a wish list section yet. My intention is to create a wish list section, but for now I just have a list section of things that I need to do when I'm on the go, or anything else that's related when I'm out and about, or something that I remember, or somebody tells me something, I just kind of write it down. I know I need to do it. So I did put this little guy right here. See, all of these is just very simple here so that I can refer to this list here. Another section that I want to include here would be, maybe, I'm still debating if I'm going to add a goal section. For now, it's empty, but I did want to use these dashboards from Orderli from Shannon Reynolds, so I put that there, and I had to use this as well because I love this dashboard as well from Infinite Lotus, so I kind of have that there with an empty section. Then I do have this Christmas section, so all these three are just kind of randomly placed here. I may just put the R in front of the Christmas section, and then add something here for gifts that I may want to purchase for my kids. Okay, so but for now, so these are just kind of random here at the end. I don't mind it because I know that I can, add something whenever the time is right. This little pocket is empty because I'm not using a lot of stickers in here. I guess I could add, these little icons. These are actually from Rosie Papeterie, so I could possibly put those in there if I wanted to, because those are really the only ones that I'm using here for stickers. I did think about using the check mark stickers here, but then I felt like that would be too much. It's just easier to just check it off with a pen. And then I have, and again, this is from May Paper Co. Okay, so you see a lot of similarities, like as far as deco and accessories between the GM and the MM. And I love that matchy stuff. Okay, so this is just the pocket. Right now it's empty, but usually I do have things in there. And then the page lifter, so that I have a sticky note here, so then I can write something there. And then that's it. Again, very simple. This is not heavy at all. It fits in my handbag that I'm using for work or when I'm out and about. And I'm just loving this very simple setup. All right, so that concludes my October setup here. I don't know if you guys are switching things out. I would love to know. I will be moving on to the next portion of the video, which is an unboxing. Okay, so first things first, I did not order from Cloth and Paper. I should say I skipped. I've actually been skipping a couple of the subscription boxes, and I skipped the one from September. But I always find someone who's willing to either gift me this card or sell me this card. And so I've been able to keep up my collection. And I have this one. It does have a clear, this is not the way it looks. It's got some clear little protective thing on here. There we go. So this, I guess we'll take it off. I'm going to take it off anyways. This one says Harmony, and I had to have it, of course, because I want to continue that collection. And I'm hoping that I can find someone that will either gift or sell me their next card for, I still got October, November, and December, but I have to see what's going on with the sub boxes, like when we get the sneak peeks from Cloth and Paper. And if I like it, then I'll order it. If not, if maybe I have too many of those items, then I can just pass on the card. All right, so here's my order from Rosie Papeterie. This this is something I've been finding in all of the boxes where you get these 2 freebies. So it's nice that those come in here, the stickers and the card, just kind of thanking you for the order. All right, now this order is not a very big order, and let's see. Again, this is for 2025. Let me just kind of pull these out gently. I think there's something else. Oh, yes, I know what's in here. Okay, so let me just put this to the side. And let's see what I got. Okay, first off, I want to see these. These really caught my eye. I don't know if I'm going to keep ordering more. Now, you notice, like, I have, you know, like this one and this one. I don't know. Right now, I've only ordered monthly planner cards from Rosie Papeterie. So I don't know if I'm going to end up ordering, because I do like ordering from somewhere else as well, because I do like having like this one in the A5. I got to check out and see what's going on with Noted Co. with these cards. I don't think she's launched them yet for 2025, like the planner cards. And then this one, like I said, from May Paper Co., which I have loved these two. And I have this here, though. These are from Rosie, like I said. And by the way, my codes are still active for both Infinite Lotus, and that's Nora 8. And for Rosie, it's Nora 10. Okay, let's see if I can at least get one out. This packaging's pretty good. It's nice and tight in here. Okay. Looks like everything's coming out. All right, got them. Oh, these are really thick. Okay, no wonder they took so long to come out, but these are great. I'm excited, and I like, oh, okay, look at that. So it says, growth isn't always linear, and every month you're going to get a different little motivational quote here. Take your dreams seriously. Oh, these are really cute. I like that detail. Consistency is key. One day at a time. These are really thick. These are nice. Invest in yourself. Remember why you started. I like that. Progress, not perfection. Choose to shine. Your bad days don't define you. If not now, then when? Be kind to yourself and quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Wow. Okay, that's cute. I like that. The number's quite bold, but why not? You know, especially if you have a very simple setup, I think having that bold number would be actually really nice. Okay, so I did order the yearly dashboard and in personal size, because the way I'm going, I think I'm going to use both of those agendas for 2025, but you never know, right? But for me, I rather have them and then not have them and then want them, and then it'll take a while for them to get to me, meaning the inserts, right? So this is really cute. I like that. The material is always really nice and sturdy. And this is the layered dashboards for 2025. I love this one. I love this 5th edition. That is really cute. 2025 5th edition. That little detail, I will say, it's super cute. And there's the 25 underneath, so you can do your layering effect. Okay, we'll see. Lots of options for 2025. Let me see. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so I did order the monthlies because these were some inserts that I was using at one point. And I have a lot of other inserts from Rosie that are undated that I could play with for 2025. But these, I did order them again. I know that, you know, too bad I didn't bring my other ones, but I feel like this margin is a little smaller. There's something here that feels different. Like, I feel like this looks a little bit more narrow than before. Okay, I'm going to have to take mine out and compare. I know there was a change here. I can see that. Like I said, I don't have those inserts with me at the moment. But... and I do remember there was something about some changes, but we'll see. I will definitely look into that a little closer, but I do feel like there have been some tweaks here, and I think I like them. I think I do. If it's what I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure these boxes might be slightly bigger, and this is a little bit more narrow, because I remember this not being so small. All right, so these are the month on 2 pages, dated, of course, for 2025. Let's see if I do end up using them, only because, you know, then, like, as you saw, I have such a simple setup going on here that I may not need boxes, full boxes, so we'll see. Of course, I'm not even going to open these because you know where this is going, right? These are just replicas of these right here, okay? But in the A5 size because, you know, if I want the MM and, you know, I'm going to want the same thing going on in the A5, right, in the GM. Okay, so I'm just going to put these over here. I did order these other inserts, and I believe, yes, these are all dated. So these were inserts that I did start off. In fact, I just recently took them out, not because I didn't love them, but, you know, like I said, I like a change. I like to switch things out. These are the month on 1 page. These are dated. And again, that same number, that font, it's really nice. That's cute. Something about these too. I'm sure there might have been some small tweaks. And again, too bad I don't have them in front of me to kind of compare and look at. But I'm going to sit down and analyze these a little bit more. And let's see, what do we have here? A perpetual calendar, which I did use as well in the beginning. I just recently took it out again. I kind of realized that if I wanted to use both of the planners, meaning the GM and the MM, I needed to scale back what was going on in the A5, okay? And that way I won't feel like I have so many inserts to fill out on a daily basis. And so, and I shared that in my last video, and it was a tough decision because I have loved these inserts. But like I said, I kind of felt like I was rewriting a lot of information. Okay. So here we go. Such a clean insert. I love it. This is tempting. Okay. So these are perpetual calendars. So I was using this for pre-planning. I would put what was coming up and then transfer this over to the monthly, right? And that's when I kind of felt like, oh, that's just a little bit too much repeating, because then from the monthly, I would write it then on the weekly, right? So right now I'm just writing things on the monthly instead only. Okay, and these are the quarterly. Also from Rosie, of course. And let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm just making sure I saw something in French and I said, are these in French? But no, because of course, Rosie has inserts that they're in French. You can get them in English or in French. And luckily these were not in French, or else I would have said, what did I do, right? Because you have to be careful to select English. Well, if that is the language you choose. Very nice. These are so clean. I do feel like there was a slight difference here, like with the font or something's a little cleaner. Okay, I like it. Very nice. Again, looking at this makes me miss my quarterly inserts. You could use these for goals, of course, as well. I was using it to just write down all the academic dates, meaning days that I don't work or when my kids didn't have school. So it was just, I use this more as academic quarterly inserts. And then finally the month on 2 pages, which I'll open it, but it's pretty much like the one I just showed you in the personal size. Okay, these are really tight as well. There we go. Okay. The paper is amazing, guys, and I think that's what it is. It's now, personally, I love it. I love both the paper from Infinite Lotus and Rosie. So it's always a tough call between the two shops because I love both of them. Let me see here. Okay. All right. So these are really nice. So like, yeah, these are just like the ones that I showed you, of course, in a much larger size. And the nice thing about these, and I forgot to mention that these are separable, because then you can, and I think that's why for a long time I was using these, because they're separable. And I love that they have the boxes, because sometimes when there aren't any boxes around the days, and I already don't write very neat as it is. 1, 2, I don't write very straight. And that's kind of why I went back to that month on 1 page again, because it was just driving me nuts. Sometimes I write in such a hurry that I look and then all of a sudden like, oh, I didn't write this straight. So that's another reason why I actually did go back to the Infinite Lotus, the month on 1 page. I just have to make sure I write slow and that I'm a little bit more careful when I have boxes like these. But I love that they actually have a box, because some inserts don't have a box, and I feel like I'm writing in the air and it's just a mess. But what I for some reason didn't do was this part. I don't know why, I just would never I would start with the intention of filling them out, but then afterwards I just didn't. So I would leave these blank. And so I just kind of felt like this was a little bit too much for my A5. But I know me, and I need these options because I would be surprised if I do end up going back into these come 2025. So these are all here. I'm very happy with my order overall. I can't complain. Like, personally, I don't want to say I have a bias, but you just can't go wrong with Infinite Lotus or Rosie. Like, you just can't. I love both of the shops. I feel like there's luxury. I love the color of the paper, the way the paper feels, and how thick the paper is. I've never had any problems. I get to use my favorite pens with them. I love a very fine nib, a 0.3. If I get anything 0.4, I'm unhappy. Or definitely a 0.5, I can't do that, a 0.7 at all. Like, the pens that I use are they're fine point needle points. And speaking of that, I'll briefly mention the pens here because I know I didn't talk about them. So this is a pen that Rosie had at one point. She no longer has it, and my ink ran out, and I was panicking because I looked high and low, and one place I found something similar was over at AliExpress. And I ordered from AliExpress maybe once in my life, and I was really nervous about that order for some reason. So I just didn't feel like ordering from AliExpress again. However, I was playing around with some of my other past pens, and I found out that the ink that's used here, or meaning whatever is used in here, happens to be the same one that I was using in a pen from Papery Planning that she had at her shop at one point. Now, I don't know if she's going to bring those pens back. I love her pen, but it's clear, the pen, and obviously I can't link or anything because her shop is not open at the moment, and I don't even know if she's going to bring those pens back, right? I hoarded those pens. I mean, I had so many of them, and I was so delighted that it turns out they're the same. The insides are the same ones. So the reason I use this pen is because I like that it's a light color, and it's a very slim pen that fits in here very well in the MM. So it's kind of bad news because last time I checked, Rosie didn't have these available, and I think you could maybe get some over, like I said, at AliExpress, perhaps, if that's the right pen. And the other option would be the ones from Papery Planning. But like I said, I don't know if she's going to have these pens. They don't look like this. It's a clear one. I don't know if it's going to be there available. And again, it's a very fine little needle point here, which I love. So that's the one pen, okay? And then the other pen that I have in the other agenda is this black one. Now, this one's even finer, believe it or not. This one right here. So I'm going to just close in on this. This is a Uniball Signo RTI and a point. Oh my goodness. 0.38. Okay, I saw 0.24 down there. And I'm like, wait a minute. I wonder, now I'm confused. Okay, it's 0.38. I've always thought it was 0.38. It's not a needle point, but it writes really fine. And I love that it's got this grip here, and it fits perfectly as well. Here it is, the Uniball Signo. It fits perfectly in the pen loop for the GM, because I don't think I've stretched this, but something about it, like this fits in really well. This other pen is too slim. This is a slim pen. This has a similar body to the one that Papery Planning had at one point on her shop. But anyway, this is the pen I use, and I've been kind of gravitating towards this one a little bit more because for some reason I see that you can write really fine with this, even though it's not a needle point. So I'm loving this pen, and like I said, it's got that grip. And I'm the type of person, believe it or not, that I write all the way at the bottom here. Usually people are probably writing up here, and I'm all the way down here. Or else for some reason I can't get a good grip on my pen. So anyhow, I got these from Amazon. I know some of the planner shops do sell these. I want to say that my first one I purchased from Infinite Lotus, okay? But one, I'm not sure if they're still there. And two, if they are there, I'm not sure that they're available for purchase. They might have been sold out, okay? Either way, I found them over at Amazon, and I could definitely link that below if they're available though. And I bought like a big bulk of them. So I believe I got like 10 or 12 or something like that. It was a box, and I was just so excited and happy that I was able to find them. Anyhow, I do feel this video went on a little longer than I expected it to go. So I'm going to have to stop. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some motivation. I'm excited for October. I love the way I have things all set up, and I'm looking forward to having a successful month. I will definitely check in next week. I'm hoping to be able to share another video of what is going on. I do know, okay, I did place an order with Infinite Lotus, so that is coming up, and I feel, it feels, I don't even know what to say anymore, but I'm just telling you this. I'm not spending money on planners like book bounds and all this other jazz, but I am definitely loving the inserts and playing with dashboards. And honestly, the shops are so good. And I know Infinite Lotus, there's always something going on. However, in my defense, I will say that my last order from Infinite Lotus, it was a really tiny one. I don't know if you, I'll definitely link that video below, but it was a really tiny order. It didn't have much, and I just needed more time to kind of think about what I wanted to do, test these two systems out, and then when I had clarity, I was able to place an order. So that is supposed to come by this weekend, which means in the next video, I'll be able to share that with you. So if anything, I might just check in because this is a much longer video than I thought it would be. I would maybe briefly check in with you and how things have been going, right? And then share that unboxing, which I'm so excited to get. All right, guys, I look forward to any comments, any other, suggestions or anything like that. In general, maybe something that stood out. What did you think about the Rosie order? I mean, like, I'm loving these cards and loving this whole setup here as far as this layering moment. Okay, have a great day or evening, and I look forward to hearing from you, whether here or you can also find me over on Instagram as well as Dr._Alva Plans. Thank you so much.